Hello friends, Christian Carter from Radius Financial Group, and today I am covering a topic that I get a lot of questions about. So I get two questions in particular, or more two statements, right? So one of those statements is, oh, I'm just going to wait until the housing market crashes to buy a home, right? And then the other statement is, I'm going to wait until interest rates fall back to where they were a couple years ago to buy a home. Now, I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but let's just say it doesn't happen, right? This video is going to show you the cost of waiting, right? So if you were to buy a home right now, as opposed to buying a home 6 months, a year, year and a half, and 2 years from now. So let's get right in. So a couple ground rules before we start, right? We are going to say that the home price, the value of the home, is $600,000. And let's say the appreciation in your local area is going to be about 4% per year, right? So how we're going to do this is we're going to take the home value appreciation of 4% per year. We're then going to take the amortization, right? Add those two together, and we're going to figure out how much equity gain is in there. Don't worry, if you just heard me rattle off these three terms and have no clue what they are, it's not a big deal. Appreciation is essentially the value of the home going up over time, right? So increasing in value over time. This can be due to inflation. It can be due to local demand in your area. It can be forced appreciation, so like you are renovating the home and making it nicer, right? And then amortization is very simple. It's simply the paying back of a loan, right? So when you do get a mortgage, you're going to pay back every month principal and interest, right? So it's amortization is essentially you paying down your loan amount. And then the equity essentially is what your home is worth minus what you owe on the property, right? Very simple. So if you have a home that's worth 200 grand and you owe $150,000 on it, you have $50,000 worth of equity, right? So this formula is very simple. Appreciation plus amortization is going to tell us how much we will have gained in equity, right? So now let's go to the good stuff, right? Now, let's say you were going to wait 6 months from today to buy a home, right? You would lose $14,732 just by waiting that 6 months, right? Because we're factoring in the appreciation of the home and you paying down your loan amount, right? Now, let's say you want to wait a year, right? If you wait a year, in this example that we're using, you would lose $29,801, right? You see where I'm going with this? All right, now let's say you wait a year and a half to buy a home. That number goes up to $45,215. And finally, if you want to wait 2 years to buy a home, you will essentially lose $60,981 in appreciation and amortization, right? All right, so let's go into these numbers a little more in depth, right? Now, at the bottom here, you'll see waiting 6 months, you'll see waiting 1 year, and then waiting 1.5 years and waiting 2 years. And then, of course, below that, you'll see appreciation versus amortization. And then finally, you'll see the total amount. So as you can see, in all these years, the vast majority of your equity is going to be built through appreciation, while there's still a little bit built in amortization. So you can see in the first 6 months, there'd be roughly, let's see, 11,800 in appreciation and about 2,800 in amortization, which of course is loan pay down, like we talked about. And then if you wait 1 year, you're missing out on roughly $24,000 worth of appreciation, as well as 5,800 in amortization. And then, of course, you can see waiting a year and a half, roughly 36 grand in appreciation, 8,800 in loan pay down. And then lastly, 2 years, you're missing out on $48,000 in appreciation, $12,000 in amortization for that grand total of $60,981 if you chose to wait 2 years to buy a home using the parameters in this example. All right, that's all she wrote. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did like the video, I would love it if you could give that big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And then also, if you want me to cover more topics, please leave them in the comments below. As you guys know, I do love making these videos. And then other than that, if you do like my videos in general, Also, if you could hit that subscribe button, that helps my channel out a lot as well. Other than that, keep the mortgage and real estate questions coming, and I will keep the videos coming. Adios. See ya.